Good morning and welcome to the Morning Expresso by the Indian Express. My name is Rahil Philippos. Let's get you started with the day's big story. 6 months after General Bipin Rawat, India's first Chief of Defence Staff, died in a helicopter crash, the government has amended service rules of the armed forces, making all serving and recently retired three-star officers under the age of 62 eligible for the post of CDS. This can be tricky given that the serving chiefs who are four-star officers will have to report to a retired three-star officer if he is named CDS. Next up are our stories exclusive to the Indian Express. In another key change, the government on Wednesday will announce a new system to recruit soldiers in the armed forces, the Indian Express has learned. Under the new tour of duty system, likely to be named Agnipath, soldiers or Agniveer will be recruited for a period of 4 years. At the end of their tenure, they will get over rupees 10 lakh tax-free certificates or diplomas, and 25% of these recruits will be inducted back into the services. And now for our stories from the front page. Amid the targeted killings in the valley, only 250 pilgrims from Jammu left for Kashmir's Kheer Bhavani temple in a heavily protected government convoy, marking a sharp drop in footfall from the 2,500 to 3,000 pilgrims that left for the temple in 2019. The annual Mela at the temple is among the most significant religious programs for the Kashmiri Pandit community. In a detailed complaint to the Sports Authority of India, a top Indian cyclist has accused the chief national team coach R.K. Sharma of allegedly forcing himself into her room, offering a post-training massage, and asking her to sleep with him during a camp in Slovenia last month. Sharma allegedly told the cyclist that he wants her to be his wife, the complaint adds. Ahead of the Rajya Sabha elections, legislators of at least 3 states, Rajasthan, Haryana, and Maharashtra, are huddled in 5-star resorts to ensure rival parties do not lure away their MLAs. While Congress MLAs have been photographed at magic shows and at the poll, the BJP legislators, according to sources, will have 12 sessions focusing on the party and its ideology. In astonishing results, a small trial with just 18 rectal cancer patients saw cancer vanish in every single patient, undetectable by physical exam, endoscopy, PET scan, or MRI scan. Dr. Luis A. Diaz Jr. of Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center and author of a paper published in the New England Journal of Medicine describing the results, said he knew of no other study in which a treatment completely obliterated a cancer in every patient. Next up are our must-read stories. From BJP to Congress, from ministers to farm leaders, and from Rajasthan to Haryana, political leaders cutting across party lines and state lines have been making a beeline to Mansa in Punjab to share time and space with the parents of Sidhu Moosewala, who was shot dead in the village 9 days ago. The latest visitor on Tuesday was Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who posted on Twitter later that it's difficult to describe the grief that Moosewala's parents are going through. Ramakant Agnihotri writes on the post-COVID learning challenges faced by schools in our opinion section today. You can read his opinion on the IndianExpress.com website. With Rajya Sabha elections in 4 states right around the corner, several parties have accommodated legislators from at least 3 states in resorts away from potential poaching by rival parties. The practice, which is often seen before Rajya Sabha polls, underlines the importance party gives to seats in the upper house. We explain the process for conducting such an election, how the votes are counted, and why Rajya Sabha numbers matter to all parties. And finally, the Asian Cup qualifiers present India with an opportunity to break the shackles against lower-ranked opponents. Cambodia's FIFA rankings is 171 against India's 106. Hong Kong and Afghanistan are at 147 and 150 respectively. Fans demand proactive football, and the team's head coach Igor Stimac is ready to oblige. While on paper, India would start as favourites against Cambodia in a tournament involving the game's backbenchers, FIFA rankings aren't the true marker and upsets can happen. And that's all for today's Morning Expresso. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Indian Express's YouTube channel for the latest news updates.